Hey guys, Ankita over here, and I welcome you all in today's interview where I am in conversation with Mrs. Savitha, who is a cognitive fitness coach, licensed brain trainer, Indian mind and memory athlete. Thank you so much, Savitha, for joining us today. It's our immense pleasure to have you over here to learn from your experiences, since you have children. So it will be great if you could share your experiences with our audience today and they can also learn so many things from you, right?
Thank you so much, Ankita, for inviting me to this conversation. I'm super excited to share the things that has really worked for me.
Great, great. So before starting, I would love to know, I'm curious about what do you mean by cognitive fitness? If you could summarize it into one or two lines, that would be great.
Okay, sure, Ankita. I'll make it very super simple for all of us. So, we are happy, we are sad, we are kind of depressed, we are anxious, we are fear, broke, and all because of what? And because of our brain. Okay. So for me, brain is like a hardware, mind is like a software. Okay. So while we try to address a lot of things through mind and practices, but again, it has to be in alignment with, okay, what is your brain health and as well as mind health. Okay, so I focus more on how do we really harness our true potential. This is the smartest organ that we all of us have got, but we are not really utilizing it to the max. Okay, I
Okay.
mean, it's not even max. Okay, we are not even got started, Ankita. So I'm kind of more passionate about how do we really harness our true potential, and how do we perform optimally so that our productivity is good, and we thrive in whatever we do. Okay,
Correct.
so and how do we really take care of our brain and then mind health, right?
Mhm.
And so this is all about, in a nutshell, I would say it's called mind management. Okay, so
Mind
yeah,
management. Okay.
mind management.
What we
Yeah,
picked up is mind management. Thank you.
mind management. Yeah, because
So,
I worked in IT, it's all
mhm,
about product. We know project management, product program management, resource
correct.
finance, and all managements, right? So
Mhm.
I'm more inclined towards mind management,
Correct.
Ankita.
Correct, correct. So, to begin with our conversation, tell us little about your child. Like, how old are they? And what do they do? They do in their free time, or what do they love doing it out? So, if you could just tell us.
I have two kids, Ankita. So my elder one, she's a 13-year-old, and she's in the teenage zone now. It's a altogether a new world for her. So she loves playing. Okay, I mean basketball, throw ball, and swimming, karate, and I prefer. I think at home, we look at karate and swimming as more of a life-saving skills. Okay,
Okay.
so and as well as she has developed a inclination towards cooking and experimented. She's more of an experimentative. My younger son, so he loves to watch anime, not just watching, and even drawing, doodling, and he loves to play video game. And again, he's also into karate and swimming, and he's more, inclined towards, scientific experimentation, Ankita. Yeah. And both of them have got this karate and swimming and language learning as a common themes. Yeah.
Correct. So, you have two kids having two different interests, right? And
Yes.
you're just
Yeah.
acknowledging them and you are just building up more and more, okay?
Yes,
Whatever I
Ankita.
understood.
Yeah, that's true.
Correct, correct. So, as a parent, what skills do you believe are most important for your children's and currently what stage of life they are into? So, what do you think,
Mhm.
what skills will really help them out in future in the long run?
Okay. At this point in time, I think, Ankita, a couple of skills are really important. One is learning to take care of themselves. Okay.
Correct.
Doing their daily things on their own. And more that goes back to your self-care. Okay. So how do you really take care of yourself? It is not just the physical, but all levels, right? And
Mhm.
then are they expressing themselves? Right. I mean, be it with their friends and be it with their parents, and then, at school with teachers and even the public, right? And are they able to express themselves, right? And are they curious? I mean, developing that curiosity skill, that is really really important, and developing that experimentative mindset.
Mhm.
Not just simply believing what is being taught, what is that they're exposed to, but questioning it. Okay, so experimenting it and learning through their their own experiences. Okay, so that I would love my kids to develop these skills and also create a love towards learning. Okay, so because we are in a totally digital addicted era that we are in, Ankita, but I think developing a love towards learning, and also developing a healthy habits and hobbies, right? And more importantly, beyond all this, having a fundamental values. Okay, so
Mhm.
at our home, Ankita, so we have five things. Okay, that is like a fundamental. You can't really mess with that. Okay,
Okay.
so we consciously inculcating these values right from their younger age, Ankita. So these are the five things. Okay, so like no lying, no cheating, no stealing, no hurting oneself, no hurting others. So these are
Okay.
the five fundamentals we are trying to inculcate in them, and it goes not just for kids and even for us as well. I mean,
Correct.
adults at home, right? So we are trying to kind of stick to these basic fundamentals, and above that, you learn all these life saving, life skills,
Correct.
Ankita. Yeah.
Correct. Absolutely. So I got one point that that made my interest towards the what is where you said that you should know, your kids should know how to channelize their emotions, right? In
Yes.
better way. Show their emotions, show it in a correct way. That's the one
Yes.
thing. Second, you
Yeah.
told they should be a lifelong learner. They should be curious to learn new things and also to experiment it, right? Don't just learn
Yeah.
it, try and experiment it with that. So that will also help them. Bang on, bang on, you're going very good. What would I say from
Ankita,
my
it
experience?
also comes with a lot of things, okay? Because whenever we get them the things right, and then even at their young age, they would try to open it and break it and to see, how it is built, how it
Yeah,
is. So most of the things what we get, and I mean, as the parents, me and my husband, we were mentally kind of, what do you say, fit to see, okay, those are the things they are gonna break it, they're gonna cut open it, or to see how it is. Because we truly believe, I think children are very curious by birth. I mean, that is their
correct,
innate nature, Ankita. Okay, so but as they grow, because of the environment that they grow up, right, or they're exposed to, all that curiosity dies down,
correct.
right? And hence,
Agree.
it is really important for parents to have that mindset. Okay,
Yeah.
so and yeah, yeah, that
And
goes
deal
along.
with lot of patience, right?
Yes,
And be
yeah, yeah,
ready that okay, this toy is going to last only for 2 days.
yeah,
Right.
yeah.
Yeah. Okay. That's great. So next would be like, what do you think, holds any child back from speaking in public? Is it they feel shy, or they feel that okay, they are going to be judged by the people, or a bit of lack of confidence, you can say. So if
Hmm.
you could give it out 3 points where you can summarize
Okay.
it, like, what are the things that are going to hold them back and not letting them speak their heart out?
I think you already mentioned. I think it's going to be a combination of all of them. One is like fear of making mistakes, fear of judgment, how others are going to judge them, right? Or it could be, am I good enough? Do I know this subject to speak about it, right? Or any of the limiting beliefs, which is, again, it goes back to your home environment, I would say. I mean, your home environment, the school environment that they are kind of exposed to, right? And what are the limiting beliefs, right? And I think they, as a students, they observe a lot. Okay, so as a children, right? So they are more like a recording machine, I would say. Okay, so they observe, they kind of imbibe a lot of things from their environment. Okay,
Mhm.
and and I think these are the, if they get into any of these limiting beliefs, it's gonna play out for rest of their life, Ankita. Okay, so hence I would say, these are the fears. I think they should be addressed well early on, I would say. Yeah. And parents have a great role to play along with the teachers and the rest of the world, I would say. Yeah.
Got it. Got it. Okay. So one more thing is like, what would you love, if you're going to put your child into any kind of public speaking program or anywhere as
Mhm.
such, what would you love,
Mhm.
what would you look into for that program? That these are the pointers which I want, or if somebody is teaching these all things, I am ready and going to enroll my children into that. So what
Yeah.
would be the key features that you would want it?
I would say, how is it overall kind of program structured, right? Is it
Mm-hmm.
safe, supportive environment that they have? Is it activity based, or, is it a role based or storytelling approach if it is all about the public speaking, right? And is it interactive? Is there a gamification? Because I don't want them to, go through if it is very boring theoretical, and I think they're going to lose interest in the first day itself, right? So I would look for these things, and also how is it going to impact them, right? What is the outcome? Is it going to
Result.
improve their self-esteem, confidence, right? And before all this, right, before enrolling them, I will have to talk to my children whether they have an interest to kind of enroll for this, because I've seen many a times, right? And even when we were kids, my parents used to just enroll me for a program, and they would tell me, okay, we have enrolled you for this, and then you go start attending it, okay? And I don't even have head and tail about it, right? And whether do I have an interest towards it, right? And
Yeah,
hence some of the programs forcefully, I attended, Ankita. So where I could really give my 100%, right? So I don't
yeah,
want that to happen. So it's always I check with my children, okay, do they have an interest? Or so go try it out for some time, a couple of days, a couple of weeks, and still, it doesn't create a passion or interest for them to explore. I think it is fair to not continue. So it has to go hand in hand, Ankita, because we really cannot just force them, right? So yeah.
correct. And what I think is with the given technology right now and the way the in the present world that we are living, we feel that
Hmm.
our children are more confident and they can choose their interest.
Yes,
Back
Ankita.
then
Yeah.
during our times, we were still little were in the backwards, that we were still thinking
Mm.
and judging things. We were not knowing much better that what is going to work for us and what is not going to work for us. So definitely I'll applaud all the children of today's age and today's generation. They know, actually they know their
I think
interest. What do
it's
you think?
part. Yeah, it's part of the evolution, I would say, Ankita. It's a part of the evolution, okay? Because during our parents' time, the amount of exposure or information that they had access to, right, compared to our generation and to our children, I mean, next generation. So they are well equipped, I would say. Okay, they are more smarter. I think this is each generation wise, I think they're gonna the smartness is gonna improve because of the
Correct.
access and then the exposure to a lot of things, right? Yeah, I think yeah, we are part of the evolution, so we have to just go with the flow.
It is going to evolve more in the future, right?
Ankita,
Correct.
yeah.
Okay. Okay, one more thing. Like, would you be interested into, somewhere kind of community where you have similar parents like you who also want to raise their child into a confident person? So, would you be interested into that kind of community or surroundings?
Of course, yeah, because it is helpful to exchange ideas, what has really worked for them, how are they rising, what has not really worked. More importantly, I think what has not worked for them, right?
Correct.
And also, I think it's to, organize a group practice where your kids can come and present it and have a constructive feedback received from the parental community and all that. I think I would be interested. Yeah, it is a more collaborative space, I would say, for both parents and children, I would say. Yeah.
Okay. Lastly, just one thing I would like to know. What all advice, if you can give to any parent or even the children's, the teenagers, those who are looking to our videos, how should they approach their life in terms of, being a confident person, speaking out their heart out? What one advice if you could give it?
I am not really sure whether should I share this advice, but because we ourselves are experimenting with our parenting skills, Ankita. So maybe a couple of things that I could share is like one is parents, please don't take your kids for granted. Okay,
Right.
I see that happening most of the places. Most of the places that parents feel that kids have to just listen to the parents whatever they say. So I would encourage parents, please don't take your kids for granted, because you don't know for what reason they have chosen you as a parent. They could have chosen anybody in the world, but
Correct.
they chose me and my husband as their parents. Okay, I should really respect that part of it. And we don't know what role that we have to play in their lives, right? So one is don't take your kids for granted. Second one is create an environment where they thrive, right? And teach them the fundamental values. Okay, so that's what is lacking, Ankita, big time. Okay, big time in this current era. Having the basic fundamentals, so what are the life-saving skills, right? And having that persona, developed, and so that they grow beautifully, they blossom beautifully, and they are able to express themselves, figure out what is that they're passionate about, and do the things that really matters to them, right? And most importantly, teach them how to face failures. So this is a big lesson, Ankita, because we all are taught how to face success, stardom, focus, limelight, all that, but we are not taught how to face failure. Okay.
Agree.
And I think that goes back to me as well. When I
You
was a
also.
kid, and I was taught, not taught. Okay. I literally, my husband taught me. Okay. So at home, we celebrate our failures. Okay. So, celebrate the failures. It's a different, it's an extreme expression, Ankita. But does it mean we don't put our effort? I mean, is it okay to fail all the time? No, you put your heart and soul into whatever that you're doing, but still if the outcome is failure, celebrate it, because there is a lesson to be learned, right?
Correct.
And once you learn it, and you're going to adapt to that, and then move on, right? So please teach your children how to face failure, because that's not the end of it, right? One failure
Yeah.
is not an end of it. So you got to learn the lesson, and then so that each lesson will make you stronger, bolder, and so that you continue with whatever you're doing. So I would say these are the things which is really working well for us, Ankita, at this point in time. Yeah.
So, in one line, if I could say that it's okay to fail, but what
Yeah.
matters the most is their effort. So, try
Yes.
to appreciate their effort. Try to, even celebrate their small wins.
Yes.
So
Yes,
many times we
celebrate
forget.
small, big, all wins. Celebrate all
Correct.
your
Correct.
wins. Yeah, wins and failures both. Yeah, I
Both,
would
both,
say.
both, both, both. Absolutely. Thank you so much, Savita. Like it was, I learned it so many things from there, and I'm sure that our audience would have learned so many things. They would have taken so many key points. So all of you watching this video, I would ask you all just take out key points, take it out, apply it with your children's and see how it works wonderfully. Okay? And also comment below what did you like about today's interview the most? Please subscribe to our channel so that you can get more such videos and I dig up more about what methods we can inculcate in our daily life and just small methods. It's not the big thing that make the difference, it's always the small things that makes the big differences. So that's what we are going to take out, and together we are going to help and raise our child into a confident speaker. Thank you so much for watching today's video. Thank you, Savita.
Thank you. Thank you, Ankita. I would want to share one thing. I think you are
Please.
big on the affirmations, right? So at home as well, we all follow affirmations. Okay, we have 5 affirmations, and these
Mhm.
are from APJ Abdul Kalam, former scientist and president, right? So these are the 5 lines that we use it left, right, center. Okay,
Okay.
starting from our day to till the end, and even my kids, okay, they use it whenever they feel so, right? So these are the 5 ones. I'm the best. I can do it. God is always with me. I'm the winner, and today is my day. Okay,
Correct.
so these are the 5 affirmations that has really done kind of what do you say, done wonders for us. Okay, I would say. So yeah, feel free to use them. And yeah, thank you so much, Ankita, for having me on your conversation. And thank you all.
All our pleasure. Guys, do just comment below whatever Savita has mentioned the affirmations and just apply it in your child as well. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you, Ankita.